I bought this homage watch for only £30 from Amazon. Is it any good or is it complete junk? Let's find out.
Discover cool stuff. TechBaffle.
Hello and welcome to TechBaffle. James at here. This was one of the cheapest watches I think on Amazon which has an automatic movement. For £30 my expectations aren't exactly high. I think it will look like a dive watch, but I don't think it will actually be water resistant as such. So here is the watch box itself. So on the front it has For Sinning Watch Company Limited. I think the watch is called Winner, which is one of their in-house brands. Let's see what's inside the box. I'm scared. So we have a lovely piece of foam to reveal the watch. Interesting. So I bought this off Amazon. Check the links in the description. We have the watch manual, which has a random watch on it, not the right one, but I think they put this instruction manual in all their watches, so. But it does the job, I guess. Well, it seems to make sense at least, so that's nice. Let's have a look at the watch itself. It actually, I'm actually surprised. I thought this would weigh like nothing at all. Let's get rid of this plastic. A little bit of bubble wrap in between it. Not badly packaged, to be honest. I was thinking the bracelet was going to be really sort of rattly, but let's take the plastic off first before we make that judgment. Okay, so the clasp is sort of standard, really. But I mean, it works. We actually got a bit of micro adjustment in the clasp as well. We've got a little bit there. It's a little bit crunchy putting it together, but it might just be because it's new. No branding. A little bit scuffed up, I must say. A little bit, it's kind of worn already, which is not so great, but not very exciting. It literally just tells you what the company is called. Take the plastic off the bracelet. Let's move the whole packaging out of the way. So there's no plastic protecting the watch crystal itself, but on the display case back. So yeah, the actual bracelet is a little bit rattly. For this price, I'm not exactly surprised. So in terms of the bracelet, we have polished links on the sides and brushed metal on the inside. And the material is stainless steel, so that's nice. My watch link remover is actually broken, so I'll just have to wear it like this for now. We've got the clasp here, which has a couple of micro adjustments. So here is the watch itself. You may be able to guess what this watch is inspired by. It has the red blue Pepsi bezel, which is really nice. Does it rotate? It rotates, but only one way, but it's fairly clicky. In terms of the alignment, it's pretty much spot on. It's not too bad actually. I was expecting it to be quite far off. On the side of the bezel, it's polished, and also on the lugs. No branding on the crown, which is a little bit of a shame. There's also no branding anywhere on the bracelet or the clasp. On the rear of the watch, we have the display case back, and as you can see, it's actually an automatic movement, which for this price is absolutely bonkers. Like, I was expecting a mechanical movement, but without the rotor. So the purpose of the rotor is it winds your watch up whilst you're moving, so you have to keep on winding it up, especially if you're wearing it often. Unlike a quartz watch which has a battery in it, this doesn't. So once you put it on the side and don't move it for a certain amount of time, it will stop working. So you will have to reset the time. But that's just a normal thing about every single automatic watch you can get. The good thing about the automatic movement is look at that sweeping second hand. It is actually really smooth. See if it keeps the correct time. Okay, so we've set the time now, so we'll see in a couple of moments whether it's actually keeping correct time, because let's be honest, even if you're using this as a fashion watch, you do need it to keep the correct time. The smooth sweeping second hand is really nice. That's the main advantage, I think, over a quartz watch. You've got the ticking on a quartz watch on automatic, you've got the smooth sweeping second hand, and it does look a lot more graceful. Sometimes rotors do rotate with the slightest bit of movement. This, you do need to actually move it quite a bit for it to actually move. Like I said, for this price, you're not really expecting an automatic movement, you're expecting a mechanical movement which won't even have a rotor, so the fact that it's got one is a massive bonus. In terms of the watch movement inside, I have absolutely no idea what it is. You can let me know in the comments. On Amazon, this is a For Sinning men's vintage automatic self-wind stainless steel bracelet collection watch with dots. Oh, I like dots. I guess it means the hour markers. So on the Amazon listing, it describes it as a quality 17 joules automatic movement. That's all it says. It doesn't say what kind of movement. So yeah, you pull the crown out once and then you can adjust the date. So the date today is the 19th. As you can see, we have the Cyclops on the glass as well. I quite like the Cyclops, and some people aren't exactly keen on them, but I think it looks pretty cool. And it does seem to do its job as well. Sometimes they're a bit lackluster. In terms of the dial itself, we've got the Mercedes style hour hand. We've got the second hand there with the little dot towards the end, which, if it has loom, is very useful because it means it's more visible. The only thing is with the bezel, a little bit wobbly. For £30, usually you're talking about a rotating bezel, you're talking usually £100 plus watch. The end links are a little bit wobbly. Let's be honest here, you're not going to fool anyone. Yes, from a distance, it may look like a very expensive, well-known brand of watch. So it's a shame there's a few kind of scratches here and there. So the bezel looks like it's actually aluminium. On the top there, if it has loom, you have a little marker there with a dot on. We'll find out if it has loom in a minute. The watch has loom on the hour markers, the hour, minute and second hand, and also at 0 on the bezel. If you're using it just for general day-to-day use and not as a dive watch, do you know what, I can't really fault it for £30. Let's see if it's keeping time. It's spot on for time, but I can't believe I've actually put this level of detail in such a cheap watch. The fact that it's got the Cyclops, the logo is applied, so it's not just printed on, which is really cool. It doesn't mention anything about water resistance. There's no details on the watch at all. I have a feeling this is probably going to be stainless steel. Crystal is just mineral glass. Honestly, I'm just a bit blown away. The fact that you can actually get an automatic watch with a stainless steel bracelet, a rotating aluminium bezel with date and a display case back with a 17 joule automatic movement for £30. If you collect watches, you'll look at this and think this is a load of junk. It's not going to compare with even a £100, £200 watch. As a general day-to-day use watch, I can't really fault it, to be honest. Yes, the quality could be better. If you can find a £30 watch with an automatic movement that's better quality, then let me know, because I want to know more about it. I had very low expectations. I was thinking it was going to be called automatic and then they put quartz movement in. I'm actually really impressed with this. I don't know much about this watch company. They might have quite a few different designs. I think they have quite a lot available. They're not like a small company by any means. But if they have any sort of more original designs, that might be worth exploring. £30, and the fact that it has an automatic self-winding movement is really impressive. So if you want to buy the winner automatic dive style watch, check the TechBaffle links in the description. If you like this video, smash that like button. If you want to do more of this sort of thing, don't forget to subscribe and ding, so you don't miss a thing. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Follow me at TechBaffle. For all the latest, head over to techbaffle.com. Thanks for watching and have a baffling day.